Whenever I have a ego boost, it's always quickly followed by a confidence knock. At least that's how the cycle of my life has always been, and it seems I won't be breaking out of that cycle anytime soon. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. I mean, getting too cocky or confident, especially when working with horses, can get extremely dangerous. So it's important to be reminded of our limits every now and again. This week, I let pressure get to me. As the only liberty and horsemanship trainer in the entire ranch, it's pretty easy to get pressured by constant pushing, nagging, and asking, "Hey, Rika, when are you gonna finally ride him?" If I had used my trainer, he would have already been broken in. "Oh, you gotta push him past his boundaries." And when I try to explain that I'm only going at this tempo because I want him to be confident and happy, that's seen as ridiculous rather than kind and understanding. So I let my ego get to me, thinking that I could handle it the old-fashioned way. I completely forgot both my morals and the reason behind why I choose liberty training. I don't choose liberty for circus lectures or because I think it looks cool. I choose it because it is genuinely the best and most ethical way for the horse. Either way, I do have to say thank you to this wonderful ranch hand that helped me a little bit this day. We started slowly. This was Champ's first time ever wearing a saddle, and you can see he is a bit tense. He is looking around, but he is being so amazing. He's letting me lift up my leg. He's letting me mess around with the stirrup. He's letting me touch him everywhere. His ears are back, but not because he's upset, just because he is listening to me. Now the same thing is on the other side. Just a bit of pressure in the stirrup, pressure in the saddle, nothing too big. Day 3, I was just sitting up on the fence since he's kind of scared of that. And I was thinking, hey, I'm not going to be getting up from the floor too many times because of my back. And he needs to be okay with me getting up from the fence. So that is exactly what we did. And surprisingly, he did perfectly. No, I did not ride him, but I did put my leg on him. I did apply some pressure. I did show him that it's perfectly fine and perfectly okay for a human to mess around with. Sorry for the camera quality, by the way. This is very zoomed in. And you can see his ears are back, but not in an angry way, just same thing as before, paying attention. Now, here I am just explaining. I honestly don't really remember what. I think I'm talking about the fact that we have an audience, but it was so windy that the audio completely cut out of this clip. So just pretend I'm saying something really smart and really interesting. Yeah. Spitting facts. So this bridle, please don't comment anything about it. I know it doesn't fit properly, but it is quite literally the only bitless bridle in the entire ranch. And I am currently not in a financial situation where I can go ahead and buy a well-made bridle for him. So, yeah. But it's okay, it's loose, it's not bothering him, and I'm not riding in it yet, so, it's not dangerous. Here you can just see me practicing a little bit more, touching him with my legs from the ground, bothering him a little bit. We also did a lot of flexion, so, moving the reins, turning his head left, right, just to get him used to steering a little bit. Low pressure, again, because the bridle does not fit super well, so I don't want to, push around too much. And I just kept doing that for both sides. And, well, up till this point, things were going great. And I should have kept at this pace. I should have kept bareback, where he's far more comfortable. I should have kept it slow. I should have kept it without pressure. But that just isn't what happened. For now, let's enjoy the peaceful training. I'll be back. And here it is, the day it all went wrong. This is Champ's, I think, 3rd or 4th time ever wearing a saddle. I put it on sometimes during the week just to, groom him a little bit and get him used to it. But it wasn't enough. He wasn't ready. And instead of accepting that, I kept pushing. I asked for help, for someone to hold him. And brief intermission. Wear a helmet, kids. Wear a helmet. It is so important. It'll save your life. Please wear a helmet. I'm being extremely irresponsible in these clips. As you will see, that does have consequences. Wearing a helmet is super important, even when doing normal riding. But here, I'm not doing normal riding. I am pushing past a young horse's boundaries. And again, I am really ashamed of it. Champ has been so incredibly patient and trusting with me, and what I'm doing here, it broke part of that trust. I haven't been able to tack him up since this day. I mean, he lets me put it on, but he freaks out. You can see here, I'm not even applying any pressure in the stirrup yet, and he's already moving away. He's already tense and anxious. And then, my stupidest decision yet. Oh, Lord. Here you see me put my foot in the stirrup and he doesn't move. So I take that as a sign to continue, instead of focusing on his body language. Stress lines around the eyes, tension in the muzzle, a clenched jaw, a clenched back, and ears refusing to move from their position, completely focused on me. This is not a happy horse. This is a tense, absolutely ready to bolt animal. The tail swishing. It's all the most clear telltale signs of an unhappy horse. And yet, again, because of peer pressure, I kept pushing him. You can see the moment I put more pressure in the stirrup, he tenses up. Quite honestly, I would not be surprised if this is a sign of physical discomfort. He's not used to it, and then suddenly getting this much weight and pressure on one side of his body, it could be bothering him. But again, in this moment, I wasn't listening. Once again, here I am taking the sign of him standing still as a symbol to keep going, to keep pushing, even though that's not what he's telling me at all. Then, my stupidest decision yet. Instead of staying at the same point or taking a break, I push him further. This wasn't okay. And here you can see me putting all the weight in the saddle with a horse that is clearly uncomfortable. And, well, he's gonna show me that real quick. Yep, I totally deserved this. I ended up tripping over his back hooves. I didn't get hurt, luckily, but this was definitely the wake-up call that I needed. Champ showed me that he isn't ready. Refusing to give up, I continued to mess around with the saddle a little bit. After all, the old-fashioned teachings of never end on a bad note, never let them win, are still kind of ingrained into my mind. Stuff that I'm pretty embarrassed to admit, but it's true. There is not a single trainer or even just equestrian content creator that's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have bad days or weeks, but I refuse to edit them out. I've made this mistake with Champ, and I'm not hiding it. I'm owning up to it. Now, the real question is, how am I going to fix this? And the solution is pretty simple. He's scared of the saddle, so I will continue without a saddle. We've organized some poles to do some proper pole work to strengthen his back muscles, to rule out any sort of possibility that it might be any weakness. We're gonna get his hooves freshly done to see if there's anything going on with them, but otherwise, he's not showing any signs of tension or physical discomfort. I am taking a full break from the saddle. We're gonna be doing only groundwork, liberty, and the same thing that I was doing bareback a few clips ago. Putting my legs over his back, letting him settle and relax into the sensation until Champ shows me that he is ready. I'm not going to push him past his boundaries anymore. I can't expect a horse to respect me if I don't offer that same kind of privilege back. After all, these 500-kilo animals carry us on their back. We should be thankful for that and not keep just pushing and pushing and pushing until they can't take it anymore. I strive to be a better trainer, that every day I can grow and learn. And I'm so incredibly thankful that Champ hasn't held this against me. Yeah, he's a bit more anxious, but he still comes up to the gate. He still comes say hello. And this was actually quite a spontaneous decision. I've finally been able to let him out with a friend a couple of times. And yes, you're seeing right, that is a cow. So, the next day, here we are doing some gentle groundwork, helping him just relax a little bit and doing a little bit of halter training, since this day he was telling me pretty clearly to go buzz off and leave him alone. Ooh, little kitty cameo. Come here, do you want to say hello to YouTube? And, well, that's how the training is going to continue. I'll check back in a moment. that was pretty much it. There's still a little bit of training left in the video, and I'd be really grateful if you guys watched it till the end. But just keeping in background music is kind of boring. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a life update and a little bit of some info on the Rainforest Ranch. Now, why have I not been filming anything on the Rainforest Ranch? Even though I have been living here and I've been promising another update for months? Well, truthfully, it's because it's pretty boring here. I haven't changed much of anything, and my family just comes around on the weekends, so there really isn't much that's happening. I could do a little room tour, but it's really messy here, and the mold problem is still ongoing. You can hear the excitement in my voice. My daily routine is basically wake up, drink coffee, give the cat some breakfast, and head out to the barn to return late in the afternoon. Don't get me wrong, I love my daily life, but it definitely doesn't make for the most interesting of YouTube videos. My second channel, the Bitless Podcast, has been pretty much abandoned. That's not because I don't like it. I love the content that I was making on the Bitless Podcast, but editing each and every one of the sprites is so tedious. I'm probably just gonna switch to a face cam. I was actually thinking of merging the channels, so let me know if you think it's a good idea. Other than that, there isn't really a lot going on. If anything exciting happens, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a bit of a downer and it didn't go as well as it should have. Next week, I hope to make some progress to fix what I messed up, and I'll definitely keep you updated on Champ's journey with us.